Hey, what's going on, guys? Talk Norwich City, a match review, and it gets worse for Norwich City. A 2-1 defeat at home to Brentford tonight, and that's the lowest we've been this season. It was 2-1 against Brentford. Doesn't sound too bad. And then you realise it's a fairly average Brentford team, taking nothing away from Brentford. I've said it a lot. The only good team in this league is Wolves. Except for that, it's a lot of average teams going up against each other, and it's the slightly less average team losing against the very average team once again in this case. And that is going to be the way all season. I was optimistic going into tonight. I really was. Four games, you should really be winning them all, and you pick up 12 points in them, and you're looking good. But it was a completely unjustified opinion, based off complete lack of logical sense, and that was shown when we went out there and lost 2-1 to Brentford. Chris broke it down really well. All of the other fan cams broke it down really well. We'll have a podcast out soon, so I'm not going to stand here for 30 minutes because there is a hell of a lot to talk about, and there's a lot of unrest in terms of fans, and there's a lot of unrest in terms of confidence in Daniel Farke, and there is a lot of unrest in terms of the leadership of this football club, in terms of Delia Smith. I mean, I could stand here for hours talking about whether we should look for external investment, and we will definitely touch on that in coming weeks. But in terms of tonight, let's just look at what happened. Attacking, it was poor once again, and that's been the case all season. It's all well and good having James Maddison and Alex Pritchard in there, but it's tough to play them both. We've just got too much quality in that number 10 position, but unfortunately we can't utilise it. And then you've got no wingers. Marley Watkins for me isn't a winger. You've got Yannick Vilskut sitting on the bench. Play Yannick. He's a good enough player to put in there. There's a lack of width, and that means that Oliveira's having to drift out wide. Now, I was critical of Oliveira tonight, but I get why he's drifting out wide. I get why he's dropping deep, because there's no one there to do the work. And yes, that may come down to a little bit of greed, but at the same time, he's a player who wants to be scoring goals. If we had a winger out there, then maybe they would be picking the ball up and delivering the ball for Nelson Oliveira, because we know he's pretty lethal when he gets the ball in the box, as he showed in the 93rd minute. And as many fans have forgotten, we actually scored a goal tonight, and probably about 12,000 people saw it in the end. So, not good. The midfield is certainly an issue as well. It's very questionable, but Mario Vrancic is still in there, especially when you've got a fit Alex Tete and a fit Tom Tribal. Does that come down to Daniel Farke simply wanting to prove a point that his men are good enough? I think it probably does, and I think that's a worry. And I'd probably say their goals were down to a slight lack of protection from the midfield, and a slight lack of awareness from the defence as well. They were two very easy goals and pretty much carbon copies of each other, and when you concede one goal, the first thing you do is not concede a goal in the same manner, and it was exactly what we done. And there's certainly worries for Norwich City now, and I'm not going to beat around the bush. We are in a relegation battle, and I cannot believe I'm saying that, but we are. We were 16th place going into tonight's game. We will probably be, 18th, 19th going into Birmingham, and that's suddenly a bottom of the table clash against Birmingham. That's how far we dipped, and that is what we're going to have to face up to. How we change it, I don't know. That is the worrying thing. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. So don't come to me for answers. I don't think anyone knows how to change this. We are in a rut, and how you break out of that rut, I'm not too sure. Except for that, it's all rosy. Have a fantastic Christmas. Have a wonderful New Year, and I'll see you. No, I'm not going to Birmingham. I'll see you at Burton. I'll see you very soon. Have a good Christmas. Eat lots of food, drink lots of beer. Enjoy.